West Indies are known for snatching defeat out of the jaws of victory. Right? That is what we know the older players for. We see these guys coming now and actually putting out and winning. So I will work with these guys.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Your favorite analysts are here to provide their feedback on the latest happening in the world of sport. Now, West Indies cricket team has won the Test series in Bangladesh. Very shocking news coming out of Bangladesh. But before we go into the details, we see that you have been watching and liking our videos, but we also want you to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscribe button. If your subscribe button is still red, it simply means that you have not yet subscribed. So hit that button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. West Indies won the 2 matches Test series against Bangladesh, and we are shocked. Analyst, well, I am shocked to see them pulling off such a commanding victory on tour of Bangladesh. Well, the Bangladesh Cricket Board has also placed a restriction on us reporting on these news. I don't know why, but West Indies win and we're going to talk about it anyways. Analyst, I'm more shocked to hear this news coming out of Bangladesh. A second string team beating them up. The Bangladesh Cricket Board want to stop us from reporting this, but we're not going to stop. Ricky.
Yes, I was very shocked to see what we received from the Bangladesh Cricket Board. Sent them an email, I'll know them the answer, but big up on yourself, Bangladesh Cricket Board was still going to report it. When I lose, I was honestly, when I saw the lineups for the matches, I was wondering where were the cricketers. But
stop it, man.
They didn't send it for sure. They didn't send any footballers. So, I'm very proud of this West Indies team, and it is one that I would want to sit and watch. So if they have any more test match, the one. So for the rest of the matches, they're playing T20, if they're playing T10, one day I will be watching. So big up on yourself, West Indies, and congrats. Bangladesh Cricket Board, please answer the email.
Right. It's a good result for the team.
Yeah, it is. You know, it is interesting how we move from a situation where we couldn't find cricketers to show up for this game versus decided to go to other elsewhere to play cricket as opposed to represent West Indies. And we move from that to actually winning a series, which we haven't done in a long while. And with players like Rakeem Cornwall, who persons would probably say couldn't fit in the team, you know, no pun intended.
Oh.
And to see him perform in the manner he has, you know, it's enlightening and actually got my attention. And for one, persons like winner, like myself, I like winners. And so because of that now, I'm sure to actually watch West Indies play now. Definitely. And these players are hungry and you can see in how they perform in the game.
Eddie, your views on them winning?
You know, Kurt, after losing the one-day series against Bangladesh, I didn't give them a chance in the test. Because we know the test record. I think the last one a test series back in against England in the Caribbean. I don't remember the year, but I didn't give them a chance, especially with the lineup that we saw for the matches, with a lot of major players missing. But the players that stood by the West Indies and went to Bangladesh and played, they did well. And we must say kudos to those players. We saw players on their debut getting a lot of big runs. Fat Man doing well. So, you know, give them a clap. West Indies, yeah.
One of the best bowlers in the squad, Diggs. Biggs, one of the best bowlers in the squad.
Adrian, this must be good for the good experience for the players.
We're still in shock. We're still in awe. These were players who were on the fringe of the West Indies cricket. There are other players who, former player Andy Roberts told us, we don't know when they got so big, right, that they couldn't represent West Indies cricket, right? But now we have these players who are willing to brave it and go out to over in Bangladesh on the subcontinent under trying circumstances, and have actually done very well for themselves, and we are very proud of them, right? They, after getting bowled off the park and rolled off the park in the one-day internationals, they certainly did a huge turnaround in really eking out two wins in a version of the game that West Indies players are known to actually crumble. It's a version in which it requires a lot of concentration, and you have to look to no further than Nkrumah Bonner, the player of the series. You have to look to Kyle Mears with that whirlwind double century in the first test, and you have to also look at Jimbo, right? Jimbo, Rakeem Cornwall, the man who went, the big man who was looking very agile in that final test, taking catches left, right, and center, bowling out, lights out. I mean, it was a sight to behold, and you have to tip your hats off to the West Indies. And right now, the senior players are sweating. They are in trouble. They're looking like they're on the out.
Before we go into that, though, I want to get T-Gat's view on the win.
I'm not even rejoicing because this is West Indies. They can pull up a win. They can pull out a win. They always come with some famous win and some ridiculous loss. You know, so this is West Indies, you know. They sometimes the wheel smooth and then after a while it just drop off. So I guess this is one of those moments when the wheel is smooth and they pick up one of these famous wins.
Come on, man. Give them some credit, man. Give them some. You didn't give them anything at all. Give them some credit, man.
Yes, they've won.
Put these same players against a different side. You understand? And they get rolled over, and then you hear everybody start cuss. You understand? You understand?
Man. They won with that day to spare, man.
Yeah, they can only play against the team that is in front of them. But just to add, I know you all mentioned the senior players opting not to participate, but based on the Cricket West Indies website, their COVID protocol says any player can opt out of an overseas tour over fear of safety.
Yeah.
And the decision will not impact their future selections. But guys, is the West Indies Cricket Board onto something here, where this policy will help them to weed out the cowards?
Right, that's true.
And have players who are willing to fight despite their circumstances to win. And we saw how they fought in Bangladesh. Ray, should we continue to select these players who are not brave enough, or select the amateurs who are willing to put everything on the line?
The people who are willing to put everything on the line, sir. Come on. You know, they took their chances. The senior players decided not to play, and they took their chances and perform. I mean, if they had lost, we wouldn't be talking like this. And because they've won, that means they took their chances. And as such, I don't see why they shouldn't get selected. You play with your heart and you perform and you take your chances. These are the awards. So we can almost expect in the future, like probably an IPL scenario, some of these players should be bid on at high prices too. And then almost they arrive.
And then as soon as them start to get bid on, them become the players who don't want to show up. Well, Eddie, should the senior players be considered, or we should work with the ones who are brave enough to take it on?
Listen, we need the senior players. I think the policy, we need to change that policy. Hold on, I think we need to change that policy.
Need?
Yes, need.
To do what?
No.
You can't have a situation
without them.
You can have a situation players can just opt out if they want. Oh, I don't feel like they're picking the six.
That is why we don't need them.
The Bangladesh game, that was a sexy matchup for them. So I know if we were playing England, we get a different
That's what I'm saying, Eddie.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying. But these people are
So,
jokers.
at the end of the day, you know.
But Bangladesh rank higher than we. Bangladesh not rank higher than we.
Good
Exactly.
point. But at the end of the
So,
day, you
yeah.
know, we do good. So we need
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's
that's
we
the
need
point,
the best
Eddie.
players.
That's
We need
the
best
point,
players
Eddie.
on the pitch.
Hold on. Eddie, that's the
You
point.
understand? We need the better players on the pitch.
Eddie, but that's the point.
What make we lose with our better players?
No,
No,
they're not better.
And them make
They're
you
not
no good.
better.
And them make you no good enough.
Hold on, them are better. Them not win
Sure.
anything.
We
You know
just
when
need
last a
Bangladesh,
team
you know.
win a West Indies team win on the subcontinent?
It's not
Years
Pakistan
and years ago. You have
It's
to
not
Google
Pakistan
that.
beat, you know.
You have to Google that.
Eddie, it
That-
doesn't matter who you
Right.
beat, you're 2 from 2 in tests with the players who you don't want to see on the team. So clearly, the ones
Up.
before have a very bad track record.
Edu,
So why-
the question is, what kind of form were the previous players on?
Look, we were bound to win, you know, eventually.
Oh, come on.
Despite
You
the
got
team,
the
we were
Murphy's
bound
Law
to-
now?
We were bound to win at some point.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Twice?
saying.
You buck up twice?
Mentally,
You buck up twice?
Ricky, we need them hard. Stick
Yeah,
with
man,
this team.
dash them women. We could try with them young one here and see what them can do, because them man here, the older guys make them money already. And some of them is all about the money, as you can see. Them rather go play T10 than play test match against Bangladesh for the region. So if they are not going to put out to play when we need them, I will find a squad that can put out and want to prove that are hungry, you know, to bat and bowl and feel and fling. Put those older ones aside and let us use these ones that want to play. So out with the old, in with the new.
As
I
you
mean,
talk about-
West Indies are known for snatching defeat out of the jaws of victory, right? That is what we know the older players for. We see these guys coming now and actually putting out and winning. So I will work with these guys.
But as you mentioned about players more willing to play T20 and Test cricket, I mean, how many persons are actually interested in Test cricket though? And shouldn't cricket move on to something that is more attractive for the fans and what the players want? I mean, Test cricket not dead.
Kurt, if the match good, people watch it. People are all up in the late night excited that the West Indies were winning. Nobody wants to be late at night watching if you're losing. But if you're winning or you have a chance of winning, people will stay up, drink the coffee, and actually watch the match.
Right, Test cricket now and dead something.
No, but I'm not so certain I would describe it like that. But one thing for sure though, I mean, if you build a mental fortitude playing Test cricket and winning, you know, something like a 1 day and Anta 20 and T10, you'll get good at that. So I almost think that, you know, West Indies lost a plot from not keeping the mental fortitude playing Test cricket and transitioning onto 1 day and so forth.
It's the kind of players, man.
Yeah. So no, I wouldn't say it's totally gone, but you know, there's still life. There's still life, sir. I honestly think that.
There you have it, sports DTM fans. We rejoicing of West Indies beating Bangladesh and Bangladesh Cricket Board trying to stop us from reporting it.
Bangladesh,
I want to hear from you. So leave your comment in the comment section below. Do you think we need to shut up and allow Bangladesh Cricket Board to have their way, or do we need to celebrate or win? West Indies won in Bangladesh, and we were rejoicing. Shocked victory nonetheless, but with a team well depleted with a lot of debutants, they actually did well, and we're extremely proud of their accomplishment so far. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Click that subscribe button. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come and join the Sports DTM family. Be blessed.
Senior players out.